Best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there, so that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity.
Terence Crawford refuses to let his legacy stall for even a moment, announcing a March showdown with Janibek Alimkhanuly. After resolving his recent doping case issue, Janibek is now officially cleared to face Crawford. On Instagram, he released a cold, focused warning, "I've got my eyes on him. We're running it in March." A calculated message from a fighter operating at the absolute peak of the sport.
Danny, we're here next. Looking for you. Looking for December 6th, how you gonna do it?
I got my eyes on you, Janikbek. Good luck.
Janibek would be Crawford's toughest fight. Like tougher than Canelo, tougher than a few of the other guys.
I believe he honestly could be, and I think that he is big, strong, and
Janibek, the unified WBO and IBF middleweight champion, undefeated at 17-0 with 12 knockouts, responded instantly, calling the matchup exactly what fans deserve. Crawford replied with a subtle grin, "Good luck, Janibek." His tone made it clear the Omaha icon is watching closely. The Kazakh star fired back, "The best must face the best." If the verbal temperature is already rising, imagine the fire when both enter the ring.
Do you call you think it's overrated?
Who? Janibek. It depends, I guess. I really wouldn't say Janibek is unproven, but he really hasn't fought elite.
After shocking the world by dethroning Saul Canelo Alvarez and becoming the undisputed super middleweight champion, Crawford has already locked onto his next target, conquering the middleweight division. As the only fighter to unify 3 divisions in the 4-belt era, he now aims for something even greater: 6 world titles across 6 weight classes. If he can drop to 160 and win, Crawford would enter near-mythical territory. His path is clear: rule at 168, take over 160, and keep writing one of boxing's greatest legacies.
And that's going to be a problem.
Last question. If Crawford was to go down there, beat Janibek, beat Carlos Adames, become an unprecedented 4-division undisputed champion, where exactly would that put him in history?
Right up there with the very best. Honestly, right up there with the very best.
He's at the same boat as Boots right now.
No.
Okay.
I don't think. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Boots is not overrated. Boots is just not in a position to get a championship title or an opportunity yet.
Okay.
Janibek, I don't know what the belts are.
According to reporter Chris Mannix, Crawford is targeting a March return, a move that likely rules out an immediate Canelo rematch. Terence Crawford is now aiming for his own event early next year, Mannix wrote on X, highlighting the momentum behind Crawford's historic chase for a 4th undisputed crown. Crawford appears to be closing in on a clash with another reigning champion, the unbeaten Janibek Alimkhanuly.
Okay, so now this is just getting straight out ridiculous. Okay, now they're saying they want Crawford versus Janibek now, okay? And they was like, well, yeah, why not? You know, because he was going to move up and take on Canelo at 168. He was talking hell.
Lost the battle but won the war. Okay.
You know what I mean? But Terence right now, but as far as Terence, ain't nobody going to beat him right now, man. Nah.
Nobody, huh?
No, ain't nobody beating him, man. I mean,
even your former student Janibek.
No, not right now, no.
Janibek, the WBO and IBF middleweight king, had been preparing to face Lara in December for a unification bout that could have added the WBA belt. Crawford made his intentions clear, sending a firm message, "Keep running through them. We'll meet soon, I promise you," responding to a DAZN boxing post about the Kazakh star.
My thing is that it's the fights are definitely in a different caliber. My favorite all-time fighter will be and shall always be Sugar Ray Robinson. And he was just an amazing fighter. I don't think that there'll ever be anybody to eclipse what he did.
Janibek's manager, Aegis Climas, met with Crawford this week at the WBO convention in Bogota, Colombia. He posted a video of Crawford delivering a blunt message to the entire middleweight division. "I got my eyes on you, Janibek. Good luck," Crawford said, pointing to his eyes and raising a fist. Janibek responded politely, "Thank you."
Why not go up to 160 and fight Janibek? Yeah, forget about the, the Spence rematch. Go ahead and take on Janibek, okay? Now, I was talking with someone last night. We was watching the fights, and, he's a big Earl Spence fan and everything. So, look, this is not real hate on Earl, like on
Janibek is widely expected to defeat Lara. Oddsmakers list him as a strong -480 favorite, while the 42-year-old Cuban southpaw sits at +330 via FanDuel. Janibek has 4 straight stoppage wins, though against modest opposition, and is ranked number 1 at 160. The division's only other title holder is WBC champion Carlos Adams, 24-1 with 18 knockouts.
Whatever, but I know that there's some guys that he can get in the ring with that are elite, and he hasn't gotten in the ring with. Once upon a time, there was the talks of Boo Boo Andre and Janikbek fight. That never happened, and a couple other fights. I mean, I guess overall, I would say, yeah, he's a little overrated.
Bingo, we got one.
I've seen some good boxing from him, and then I've seen, not really struggles, but I've seen a lack of consistency too. So.
He doesn't need to fight Adams, Janibek insisted. "I'll beat both, take all 4 belts, and Crawford can take his time getting ready to face me on December 6th. He added, "Put on your sunglasses, because I'll be shining in that ring." Since defeating Canelo, Crawford has become the dream opponent for nearly every top fighter. His unanimous decision win made him the first man ever to become undisputed in 3 weight classes, elevating his star power to unmatched heights.
The thing is, these guys want Crawford to lose just to shut up the Crawford fans, you know what I mean? Because the Crawford fans knew what they were talking about. They knew that he was going to beat Spence. And, I guess the Spence fans, they're very butthurt about it. So, yeah, they want Crawford versus Janibek next. Fun.
Turkey Alalshik has floated the idea of David Benavidez versus Crawford, but Benavidez shut it down. He won't cut back down from 175 to 168. Meanwhile, Canelo is undergoing elbow surgery, making a rematch unlikely unless Crawford waits. Another undefeated champion has now stepped forward, calling for a 2026 undisputed showdown at super middleweight.
Oh, Mac, you've been training Crawford for years. Is he retired or is he going to keep fighting?
He just got to take a break.
Is Terence Crawford retired or is he going to keep fighting?
Oh, he's going to keep fighting.
He's going to keep fighting?
Yeah.
You're the man. Be man. Hey, congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
The WBC middleweight belt currently belongs to Carlos Adams, but Janibek believes he'll unify the division next year before moving up to challenge Crawford for the undisputed throne at 168. By next May, I'll have all 4 belts. And if Crawford still has his 4, we'll have 2 undisputed champions colliding in fall 2026. At 17-0 with 12 knockouts, Janibek is powerful, confident, and riding a 4-fight stoppage streak. A Crawford matchup would be dangerous, but Crawford has solved every style placed in front of him. 11.
I love me some Crawford, man. Y'all already know what time it is. But hey, I gotta call a spade a damn spade. Janibek ain't nothing to mess with. He cold. Yeah, southpaw, you don't know much about him. That's fine. You ain't gotta know much about him. But I'm here to tell you. Speed, power.
No one has ever beaten Crawford. Yet Hall of Famer Tim Bradley believes Janibek may be the one opponent Crawford should think twice about if he wants to retire undefeated. "Dude is cold," Bradley said. "He's a killer. If Crawford goes down and fights that guy, it might not be the marquee name, but everyone will watch to see Crawford tested. And I'm telling you, Janibek is not someone to play with." Bradley warned that Alimkhanuly could give Crawford real trouble.
Janibek overrated?
Ooh.
Thanks for the question, Prince.
I don't wild out like I used to ever since the Terence Crawford fight put me in check.
In check for what?
Oh, about wilding out on fighters. You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me Earl Smith was gonna lose that fight that way.
Yeah.
You could not tell me Earl Smith was losing.
Your IQ defense, offense. Dude is cold, man. Footwork, angles, shoot, power in both hands. He a killer. That's what he is. He a damn killer, man, you know? So, I mean, look, if Crawford could go down and face that dude, bro.
Fortunately for Crawford, that matchup may be off the table for now. Mike Coppinger of Ring Magazine reported that Janibek failed a PED test. The fighter claims his first sample was clean and says he doesn't know what happened with the second, requesting a retest. He was scheduled to face Lara in a unification clash. With both unable to move forward, the bout, and Crawford's immediate jump to 160, appears stalled. For now, both fighters' situations remain unclear.
No,
If
not right now.
now, when?
Well, for Janibek and Crawford,
Yeah, you know,
I don't think-
Crawford's- Go ahead.
Crawford right now is at the top of his game, and he'll know. He'll know when it's time to quit. He'll know. You know what I mean? A lot of people say should he.
With the Canelo rematch uncertain, Crawford continues attracting elite challengers. After another call-out arrived at his doorstep, the Omaha legend was warned about a dangerous fighter with a skill set compared to Alexander Usyk. That fighter, Janibek Alimkhanuly, now wants Crawford next, offering him a chance at even greater history.
So great, and you so much ahead of your competition. You know, they look at the fighters that you fight and say they nobodies because how much you beat them by or the level of skills that you oppose against them. So when I fight this guy, it's all he was a nobody. When I fight this guy, all he was one.
Fresh off claiming the undisputed super middleweight crown last month, Crawford added to his already unprecedented resume, having previously been undisputed at welterweight and light welterweight. A future undisputed middleweight clash looms as Janibek, described as a hungry and punishing challenger, aims to test Crawford's flawless 42-0 record. Janibek is big, hungry, and he can punch, Max Kellerman said. He's got wrinkles in his game. Crawford, however, has yet to decide his next move.
Woo, Crawford's legacy. Now, it might not be no marquee name and a name that the whole world will know, but everybody will be tuning in just to see Terence Crawford's greatness because he's a mega star now. He's the star.
Just after celebrating his 38th birthday, Crawford is weighing multiple options, including a jump to light heavyweight to pursue another champion who also defeated Canelo. Meanwhile, Arislandi Lara continues competing as the oldest active champion. His latest win has reignited conversations about his future. With Janibek's situation uncertain and Lara reportedly unwilling to face stablemate Carlos Adams, fans now view Crawford versus Lara as a realistic possibility.
There's a potential big fight that could be made of the winner of this, and Terence Crawford could be looking at it. Just wanted to get each champion's thoughts on the potential of a mega fight if this can get acquired.
So, are you asking me a question?
Oh, both. I guess one each. It's just everyone's saying that.
Lara's victory eased concerns stemming from his 14-month layoff following his 9th-round stoppage of Danny Garcia. He dropped Gonzalez twice and cruised to a clear decision. While long considered less exciting than Janibek, his stock rose with this performance. Still, many fans weren't thrilled with the entertainment level. Some argued Crawford should drop to 160 and take Lara's belt.
That's a big fight.
Janibek, go ahead. You can answer first.
За большой бокс, мега бокс, который может быть с Крофордом.
иә дайынбыз біз әрине ондай жекпе-жектер біз үшін үлкен жақсы жекпе-жек болады менің ойымша.
Now approaching 43 in April, Lara may be nearing the final chapter of a distinguished 17-year career. His next move is difficult to predict, and expecting a Crawford fight may be premature. Crawford, now a former undisputed super middleweight champion, is choosing between a Canelo rematch or dropping to 160 to chase a 4th undisputed title.
Fight this guy, it's an excuse, So who you want me to fight? I beat this guy, it's an excuse. I beat this guy, he's too young or whatever. So I'm never really gonna give my full respect until afterwards. Yes, it's a lot of people that's changing their narrative. Like, man, y'all watching something great.
If Crawford does move to middleweight, Lara becomes an obvious opponent. Fans are split. One fan said, Crawford versus Lara has to be next. Others doubt Lara's chances. Another comment read, hard to see Lara beating Crawford or Janibek, age has caught up. A third added, I want Crawford undisputed at 160, but I don't want him to cook Lara. If Lara still owns a belt and Crawford drops to 160, the matchup becomes almost unavoidable.
Yes, of course, it would be a very, very good fight, and I will be ready for it because it's a big fight, and I think everybody would be looking into it.
Bueno, Erislandi, la pregunta del periodista era la siguiente. Se rumorea que
Lara also received respect from fans. Erislandi Lara is a Hall of Famer, no debate, one wrote. But skepticism remained. Not exactly explosive, but at least the ending was solid, another said. Glad that's over. Tough watch. No matter what, Crawford's name will remain in every middleweight conversation going forward.
And we not appreciating it. And it's sad to say that we waking up at the tail end of his career. You know, we really didn't realize it until now when he's like doing extraordinary stuff, like going up 2 weight classes to fight the best fighter in that division, the #1 guy that's the face of boxing, you know, and the way that I handled that, people like, oh.
Elsewhere, Virgil Ortiz appears finally ready for a major fight. After stopping Lubin, Ortiz declared, I'm here to fight the best. Bouts next, Spence next, Crawford next, anyone.
You want to fight Terence Crawford right now?
I would love to fight him, man. I think he's like probably the #1 pound for pound fighter right now.
Do you think he's out of his peak?
No.
Or is he in his peak now?
I think he's in his peak.
And you're saying you could beat a peak prime Terence Crawford?
I'm saying I believe that I can.
Division. Both, it would do really good numbers on pay-per-view because they should put it on pay-per-view. I think it would do really good numbers on pay-per-view. And
That's a fight I've wanted for a long time, Ortiz continued. It still makes sense. Ortiz improved to 24-0 with 22 knockouts. Fans have long pushed for Ortiz versus Ennis. The two even squared off in the ring after their knockout wins, Ennis demolishing Wifma Lima at 154, while Ortiz dominated a tougher opponent.
I respect it 100%.
I believe that I can. No, I respect him as a fighter, though. That's the thing. When I want to fight people, it doesn't mean that, oh, I don't like you. Like, let's get it on. It's more like I respect your skills, and I want to see if I can beat you.
As to like ranked fighters, and you named your GOAT as Bud Crawford, and I think a lot of folks were surprised because it's obviously a contemporary, somebody you called out in the past. Why did you rank him as your GOAT?
Well, I think this is gonna sound kind of, there was a little bit of a misunderstanding. I thought I could only choose one person for GOAT.
Ortiz wants a big-name opponent next, and the fans are demanding Bouts versus Ortiz. Both coming off destructive performances, the buzz continues to grow. As for Crawford, his choices remain wide open. That concludes the latest updates. For more news, fight analysis, and major boxing coverage, stay tuned and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss the action.